Good morning. I am calling to order our regularly scheduled meeting of the Committee of the Whole. My name is Elizabeth Glidden, and I am the chair of this committee. And I am joined today by Council members Gordon, Kano, Reich, Bender, Council President Johnson, Yang, Quincy, Warsami, Goodman, Fry, and Palmisano. Councilmember Andrew Johnson is on city business at another obligation. And we are a quorum of the committee. We have two items on our agenda today, and the first is a very special presentation honoring city employees. This is Public Service Week, and we are lucky to be able to coordinate a new program of recognizing our city employees with Public Service Week. And to start the presentation, we are going to welcome up Mr. Bernardi from Human Resources to give an overview of the Star Award Certificates of Commendation. Mr. Bernardi.
Thank you, Councilmember Glidden, members of the Committee of the Whole. My name is Chuck Bernardi. I work on the Human Resources Department. I've also had the honor over the last 2 years to chair the Employee Recognition Review Committee. I'd like to talk a little bit about why recognition is important. City employees identified employee recognition as an opportunity in employee engagement services. Additional support was found for this, the reason we moved this forward in our 2013 Employee Recognition Survey, which was a separate survey that we did that had followed up to the 2012 Employee Engagement Survey. In that 2000 survey, it found that more than 90% of city employees want their work to be valued and recognized. And more troubling to me at the time was that more than half of those employees that responded, which was over 1,000, said they felt that their work was not recognized in a meaningful way. The 2014 My Minneapolis Employee Engagement Survey identified employee recognition as a key priority for the city to raise employee engagement. What is the Star Awards program? The committee came up with the Star Awards program, which stands for Special Thanks and Recognition. We built off that theme and developed recognition coins for a number of categories, which you'll see in a second. The nominees are moved forward by different city employees, and those approved nominees receive a recognition coin, a custom-designed recognition coin and certificate. The program is designed to provide enterprise recognition options. The program was not designed to replace existing programs at the department level. Through the work of the Employee Recognition Review Committee, our vendor Broadway Awards, and a sketch artist, we came up with 6 recognition coins. The ones on the left side of the slide you're looking at are the City Star, which recognizes people that have significant impact on the city. The North Star, which recognizes outstanding leaders in the city. And then the Shining Star is a person that brings positive influence to the city organization. You'll see those 3 stars have the official City of Minneapolis seal. We work closely with Casey Carl and others to get that approved for these 3 coins. We also have the Service Star coin, which recognizes employees who achieve 15 years of service, 25 years of service, and 30 years of service. The 15-year coin has the Stone Arch Bridge on the back. The 25-year service coin has City Hall on the back, and the 30-year coin has the Father of Water statue. The 25 and 30-year coins are aligned with our current retirement awards, the Clock Tower and the Father of Water statue, for the same level of service. Again, these are the 4 recognition categories. The City Star, I mentioned, is for significant impact to the city. A North Star, recognizing outstanding leaders in our organization, and a Shining Star, which is awarded to employees who make a positive influence, those kinds of employees that you'd like to work with on a day-to-day basis. The Service Star, again, is recognizing significant milestones in service, 15, 25, and 30 years of service. Who is eligible and involved? All city employees are eligible for the Star Award program. Any employee may nominate another city employee for award. We had a number of nominations since July 1st of last year when the pilot program started. It was really interesting. We had cross-departmental nominations, meaning an employee from one department nominated a person from another department, which was really nice to see versus staying in a single department. The Employee Recognition Review Committee is made up of cross-departmental representation from multiple city departments, including our largest three departments, Public Works, Police, and Fire. This committee also reviews and approves all the nominations for Star Awards. When? Quarterly. We had 3 sessions since July 1st where we had 3 rounds of winners during that time. 34 people were approved. And then on an annual basis, today was the first day we'll be honoring our superstars, which is a single winner in each of the 3 categories. Results of the 2014 pilot program. We had 34 winners, City Star 7, North Star 8, Shining Star 19. There's a department breakdown there for you. Most departments were involved, but not all. We'd like to get all departments engaged in this process as we start round 2. Service Stars awarded for 2014. There were 318 Service Stars awarded. We have a very knowledgeable and experienced workforce in the city. 176 employees received 15 years of service awards. 126 received 25 years of service, and 16 received 30 years of service. And again, there's a department breakdown there for you on the right. Star Awards Round 2. The evaluation of this pilot program will begin on May 27th. We will likely add a 4th recognition category focused on the contribution and impacts of teams and work groups. Nominations will be accepted. They're being accepted now, but the first round will close on September 18th. When, after being approved, award winners are recognized at quarterly department events. One individual, again, from each Star Award category will be designated as the best in class or best in category and recognized at an annual event during Public Service Recognition Week in May, which is today. What Star Award stands for? I think I've got some duplicate slides in here, so I'm going to stop. I would like to recognize members of the Employee Recognition Review Committee. So if you could stand as I read your name. Most of us are here today. We have Mahim Abdi from Human Resources. We have myself, Alyssa Brown from the Assessor's Office. She's in training today and could not make it today. Chris Carlson is also a member of the Recognition Review Committee, but is not here today. Jennifer Gabbard. Special shout out to Jennifer for coordinating all of the events today. Janelle Harris from 911. Nancy Nyberg from the Convention Center. She's not here. She had to go to another meeting. Randy Mickelson from IT. Jolanta Sears from Human Resources. Brian Sebo from Public Works. Julie Sikora from Police. Brian Tyner from Fire. He's in hazmat training today. And I noticed one person's not on here, Megan Lee from Communication. Sorry, Megan, for omitting you, not recognizing you. And at this time, we are honored to have the Superstar Award presentation. Thank you, Councilmember Glidden and members of the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bernardi. And I'm going to invite Council President Johnson to join me, and we will do some presentations of certificates. Thank you. Hopefully I'm on here. So I would like to invite the Superstar Award winners to join me up here, please. And we'll go through each individually. As they're coming up, I just wanted to recognize and thank our city coordinator, Spencer Cronk, and our human resources director, Patience Ferguson, who have supported this program as well, and thank you for being here. And I also wanted to thank Mr. Bernardi for your recognition of the entire committee that has done so much work on this. I know I had most of my personal interaction with Jennifer, and I'm sure she is an example of what's happening with everyone on the committee, which is a lot of of work, a lot of attention to detail, a lot of pride in helping to recognize her peers. So thank you so much, everyone, for your work on the committee and putting together really a beautiful set of events to recognize employees. This is the culmination of awards that have been introduced throughout the year. We have used the employee newsletter to let employees know who has been awarded and month to month, and that has been very exciting to read, to hear these individual stories of accomplishment. And I will gather the first award so we can go through our process here. Let's do Roger. Thank you. So the first award that we are going to present is to Roger Williams, and I will read this certificate of commendation. I have new bifocals, so this is why I'm I'm working with it. So, but this is presented by the City of Minneapolis, a certificate of commendation to Roger Williams. Whereas Roger Williams, Supervisor, Document Solutions Center within the City Clerk's Department, received the City Star Award in March 2015 for his leadership of the Document Solutions Center in attaining chain of custody certification through the Forest Stewardship Council as part of the In Green Group certification program. The certification demonstrates that the Document Solutions Center uses materials that comply with the highest social and environmental standards, and the City of Minneapolis was the first public entity in the nation to receive the certification. And whereas Roger Williams performed with distinction and is deserving of special recognition for also being recognized as the Super Star Award winner in the City Star category for 2014-2015. In recognition thereof, Mayor Hodges and the City Council of the City of Minneapolis hereby present this certification of commendation to Roger Williams, together with sincere appreciation and gratitude and best wishes for future endeavors. Thank you so much, Roger. Let's give him a round of applause. Should we get together for a picture? Thank you. Next, we have, I'm going to just ask you to shift here, Kelly Umhofer. So this is, again, a certificate of commendation from the City of Minneapolis presented to Kelly Umhofer. Whereas Housing Inspector Kelly Umhofer, I've been prepped on this like 14 times, and then I said it in my head a lot, and then I said the wrong thing. So, but anyway, excuse me. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. Received the Shining Star Award in March 2015 for being a positive influence in the Regulatory Services Department. One of her shining achievements was the creation of a mobile training manual for housing inspectors. The manual is used by existing housing inspection services staff for reference and as a training tool for new employees. It serves as a source of consistency for all. Ms. Umhofer's efforts have had a positive impact on the entire Housing Inspection Service Division. She continues to think about ways to better the department. And whereas Kelly Umhofer performed with distinction and is deserving of special recognition for also being recognized as the Super Star Award winner in the Shining Star category for 2014-2015, in recognition thereof, Mayor Hodges and the City Council of the City of Minneapolis hereby present this certificate of commendation to Kelly Umhofer, together with sincere appreciation and gratitude and best wishes for future endeavors. Thank you so much, Kelly. And last we have, but not least, we have Jennifer Kellogg, who's actually my neighbor. And so, very pleased to present this certificate of commendation. Presented to Jennifer Kellogg. Whereas Jennifer Kellogg received the North Star Award in November 2014 for being an outstanding leader in the Minneapolis Police Department. As the supervisor of police record services, Ms. Kellogg regularly exemplifies quality customer service. She takes the time to listen to her employees, provides them with praise, and motivates them to work as a team. Ms. Kellogg handles a variety of situations with grace and respect. She works tirelessly on tasks and projects she is given by department leadership while balancing other priorities and day-to-day activities. Ms. Kellogg is dedicated to her staff and the Minneapolis Police Department. And whereas Jennifer Kellogg performed with distinction and is deserving of special recognition for also being recognized as a Superstar Award winner in the North Star category for 2014-2015. In recognition thereof, Mayor Hodges and the City Council of the City of Minneapolis hereby present this certificate of commendation to Jennifer Kellogg, together with sincere appreciation and gratitude and best wishes for future endeavors. Thank you very much. And with that, I think that we are concluded with our presentations today. I'm not sure if the council president would like a last word, but I would like to say that I just have been honored. Excuse me, I've taken the certificate. This is like turned into the comedy of errors. But anyway, I've just been honored to be part of this presentation. Thank you all so much.
Well, and again, I just want to reiterate what I said before. It's an honor and a pleasure to serve with you great city employees. Thank you so very much.
All right, thank you, everyone. We are continuing on with our meeting. We have one consent agenda item, and this is a resolution that is reappointing membership to the Minneapolis-St. Paul Noise Oversight Committee. And we are reappointing Councilmember John Quincy as the city's designated representative to the NOC and appointing Lauren Olson, IGR staff, as the alternate for the terms of June 26th, 2015 through June 25th, 2017. And I apologize, I'm not sure anybody has any questions on that, but I'm going to go ahead and move approval of that item. Any discussion? Not seeing anyone. All in approval, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? And I think we owe a huge debt of gratitude to John Quincy. I've served on this committee, and he's doing us a service. Thank you. Okay. Next, we have reports of committees, and first we have Community Development and Regulatory Services. With that, Chair, Councilmember Goodman.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. There are 11 items on our agenda tomorrow for approval. Items number 1, 2, and 3 are land sales. Item 4 is a rental dwelling license revocation. Item number 5 are the regular liquor, business, and gambling license applications. Item 6 is a change in the settlement for Stinson Wine and Spirits. Item 7 is approving the request to allow sidewalk cafes to operate on Nicollet Mall intermittently while the construction is going on over the next 2 years. Item 8 is the Great Streets Business Support Contract issue. Item 9 is an appointment to the Family Housing Fund Board. Item 10, which is also in Ways and Means, are some changes to our annual rate increases and director's fee schedule with regard to permit fees. And item number 11 is approving funding from our 2015 HOPWA allocation, as well as directing staff to review the criteria used when making HOPWA grant determinations in the future. I'm happy to answer questions about items number 1 through 11.
Questions for Councilmember Goodman? I am not seeing any, so thank you very much. Next, we have Health, Environment, and Community Engagement. With that, Chair, Councilmember Gordon.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice President. The Health, Environment, and Community Engagement Committee is bringing 3 items forward. The first is a resolution restructuring the Senior Citizen Advisory Committee. There's a resolution in the book. The second is approving 5 new appointments to that committee. And the third is authorizing an amendment to a contract we have with the Minneapolis High Rise Council to add up to an additional $50,000 to the contract. I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you very much. I'm not seeing any questions. Next, we have Public Safety, Civil Rights, and Emergency Management with Councilmember Yang.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. We have 2 items that will come before the full council. The first item is to authorize an annual contract agreement for the licensing and servicing and training of video analytics system for a pilot program of $16,000. The second item is to authorize a grant agreement to receive money from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety for the police department to add a DWI officer for the traffic unit and for the purchase of an equipped police vehicle. And with that, I can answer any questions.
All right. Questions? I'm not seeing any. Next, we have Transportation and Public Works. With that, Chair, Councilmember Reich.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The committee will be forwarding 7 items for full council consideration. Item 1 is the National Public Works Week, designated May 17th, 2015, as National Public Works Week. Item 2 regards the Hiawatha Golf Course Feasibility Study Agreement. The following items are referred to the Ways and Means Committee. Item 3 is the project of 26th Street East and 28th Street East resurfacing project. Item 4 is the Minnehaha Avenue Street reconstruction project. Item 5 are a series of actions to move forward with the reconstruction project at Nicollet Mall, including adopting special assessments and requesting the Board of Estimate Taxation to authorize city issuance of sale assessment bonds for the project. And other actions required for the project. I will be forwarding Friday motions that will be distributed then, removing assessments against parcels owned by the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis from the assessment roll, as they are exempt from special assessment under federal law, and extending the repayment period for one property in that project area. Item 6 is the 8th Street, Southeast Street reconstruction and street lighting project. And item 9 are a series of actions regarding accepting the downtown TMO grant agreements. Madam Vice President, I'll stand for questions.
Thank you very much. I am not seeing any questions. So next, we have Ways and Means with Councilmember Quincy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There are 17 items Ways and Means will be bringing forward for consideration on Friday. The first is related to the Minneapolis cable franchise with CenturyLink, and this is going to be a series of 3 actions for your consideration. One will be adopting the findings of fact. There are copies available to you at your desk this morning. Also, considering the cable franchise agreement and execution of that by city staff, and then an amendment to the Code of Ordinances related to that. So I just wanted to provide people, we didn't discuss that in this cycle's Ways and Means Committee, but this was done on a previous action. So that'll be on consideration on Friday. And Mr. Ginder and Mr. Bradley are available for any questions. The second and third items are related to a reappointment of individuals to the Civil Service Commission. Item number 4 is a series of legal settlements. Item number 5 and 6 are conflicts of interest waivers. One is with Stinson Leonard Street, and the other is with Dorsey and Whitney. And item number 7 is the appointment of Daryl Bullock from Ward 4 to fill a seat on the Minneapolis Television Network Board. Item number 8 is a waste hauling contract with for the convention center. 9 is the first quarter gift acceptance report. Number 10 is a special assessment hardship deferral policy adjustment and program. Let's see, 11 is the GIS plotter contract with Canon Solutions America. Item 12 is the Enterprise Performance Management System amendment of a contract with Halogen Software. Item number 13 is the Public Works Accidents Vehicle Reporting contract. And there are 4 items related to accepting travel donations and gifts of travel expenses for various conferences for staff to attend. Happy to answer any of those questions.
Thank you. I am not seeing questions. So finally, we have zoning and planning. With that, Chair, Councilmember Bender.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. We have 2 items from Zoning and Planning. The first is granting an appeal for 4609 28th Avenue to allow for a third-story addition and roof deck for a non-conforming fourplex. And the second item is a ordinance amending the zoning code to tweak the allowed floor area ratio and heights of basements, authored by Councilmember Palmisano, related to the moratorium that and the following 1 to 4 unit ordinance changes from last year.
All right. Thank you very much. With that, I believe we have concluded with our agenda for today. I just want to alert my colleagues before we conclude that we have a taxes committee chaired by Councilmember Warsame immediately following this meeting. After we adjourn, we will take a 5-minute break for mechanical support reasons and then resume with the taxes committee. So with that, we are adjourned. Thank you very much.